Humans destroyed alien spacecraft, scattering their remains across the cosmos. As humanity entered the conflict, fear spread widely. Captain Jack Steele stood commandingly on the bridge of the starship Valiant, which had just warped into the vicinity of the Elysian homeworld. The ethereal Alysians were on the losing side of a vicious conflict against the merciless insect-like Zarns. In desperation, the Elysians appealed to the newly spacefaring humans for assistance, offering advanced technology in return for human warriors to bolster their ranks. As Captain Steele's fleet neared the pompous Elysian armada, an Elysian leader named Talos met them with disdain, relegating the primitive humans to a secondary position in the formation. Undeterred, Steele positioned his fleet at the forefront, irritating Talos. Talos smugly observed as legions of Zarn ships launched an assault, anticipating a quick defeat of the human vanguard. His plan was to allow the Zarns to decimate the humans while the Elysians attacked from the sidelines. However, the entire galaxy's fate was at stake, resting on this pivotal encounter, and Talos was about to witness humanity's unexpected prowess. Amid the chaos of battle aboard the Valiant, crew members coordinated their efforts, targeting enemy ships and navigating through turmoil. Suddenly, a distress signal from an Elysian ship pierced the tumult. It was under heavy attack and pleaded for help. Captain Steele, analyzing the tactical display, noted the imperiled ship's location, far from the main fray. Talos, over the communications channel, insisted that the human ships maintain formation to protect their flank. Steele, torn between duty and valor, chose to rescue the allied ship, defying Talos' orders. The Valiant and a cadre of human vessels swiftly advanced towards the beleaguered Elysian ship, ready for combat. Arriving at the scene, they found the Elysian ship heavily damaged, besieged by Zarn fighters. Steele ordered a defensive perimeter established, their combined firepower providing cover for the Elysian ship's escape. The human fleet's robust defense momentarily pushed the Zarn attackers back. Talos, livid, confronted Steele for breaking formation. Steele firmly responded, emphasizing their mission to support, not abandon, their allies. As they conversed, new threats loomed. Massive Zarn dreadnoughts emerged from warp space, armed to the teeth. Talos, visibly shaken, ordered a retreat. However, Steele, embodying human defiance and courage, chose to confront the dreadnoughts, aiming at their vulnerabilities and preparing for a showdown that would define the future of their interspecies alliance. The Elysians hesitated, their ships idling uncertainly. They feared the humans' bold tactics might lead to disaster. However, witnessing the human fleet's fearless charge towards the colossal Zarn ships sparked a wave of inspiration among them. Starting with reluctance but gaining momentum, the Elysian ships aligned with their daring human counterparts. The ensuing battle was unprecedented in galactic history. The human fleet, significantly smaller than the Zarn dreadnoughts, maneuvered through enemy lines with astonishing speed and agility, targeting critical vulnerabilities and evading return fire with ease. The Elysians, inspired by human courage, joined the fray with renewed vigor. Together, they systematically dismantled the Zarn defenses, their combined firepower slowly overwhelming the enemy. A pivotal moment arrived when a massive explosion shattered a Zarn dreadnought, its hull compromised by the relentless human-led assault. This catastrophic blow sent shockwaves through space, scattering debris and sowing chaos among the Zarn forces. Their flagship destroyed, the Zarn's morale plummeted, and their formations disintegrated. Seizing the moment, the Human-Alysian alliance intensified their attack, routing the demoralized Zarn fleet. The once dominant dreadnoughts retreated, battered and defeated. On the Valiant's bridge, the crew cheered triumphantly, celebrating a turn of the tide in what seemed an unwinnable battle. In the Elysian High Council's chamber, a tense silence pervaded as reports of the battle poured in. The council, viewing the holographic displays, watched in disbelief and reluctant respect as the humans dissected the Zarn formations with precision. Initially dismissed as primitive, the humans had proven their strategic and combat prowess. Talos, stung by the human triumph and eager to reclaim Elysian preeminence, proposed a joint operation to capture a strategic Zarn outpost on Xanthus Prime. Despite sensing the Elysians' discomfort with human ascendancy, Captain Steele agreed to support Talos' plan, prioritizing the Alliance's unity over competition for leadership. The Allied fleet, with Elysians in nominal command, approached Xanthus Prime, ready to challenge the heavily fortified Zarn position. The planet, a stronghold bristling with defenses and swarmed by Zarn fighters, awaited the Coalition's onset, setting the stage for another significant confrontation in this interstellar saga. Primus, buoyed by the Council's support, confidently commanded the Elysian fleet to launch a frontal assault on the heavily fortified Zarn outpost. Captain Jack Steele, analyzing the tactical data, noticed the outpost's formidable defenses and significant enemy presence. He urgently contacted Primus, advising against the direct attack due to the strong defenses and high risk of casualties. However, Primus, led by pride, ignored Steele's caution, asserting their Elysian heritage and courage, and ordered the attack to commence. As the Elysian ships advanced, their weapons ablaze, they quickly met the full force of the outpost's defenses. The Zarns, having anticipated the Elysian tactics, unleashed a devastating barrage that decimated the Elysian fleet. Steele, witnessing this disaster, ordered the human ships to fall back, realizing the Zarns had laid a trap perfectly ensnaring Primus. Despite heavy losses, Primus refused to retreat, continuing the assault until a catastrophic blow from a Zarn plasma cannon destroyed his ship, marking a tragic end to his command. With the situation dire, Steele acted swiftly, ordering his crew to launch EMP missiles at the outpost's defense systems and communication arrays. The human fleet's strategic strike disabled the outpost's defenses, creating a window of opportunity. Steele then unleashed a swarm of drones armed with rapid-fire plasma cannons from the human ships. These drones, nimble and precise, swarmed over the outpost, dismantling the Zarn forces with efficient ferocity. Seeing the tide turn, the remaining Elysian ships, inspired by the humans' tactical ingenuity, rallied and mounted a renewed attack. With the outpost's advanced systems neutralized, their weapons struck with deadly accuracy, breaching the Zarn defenses. Together, the Human-Alysian coalition decimated the outpost's defenses, the remnants of Zarn resistance crumbling under their relentless assault. With the outpost in ruins and the enemy repelled, Steele hailed the Allied fleet, declaring their hard-fought victory. The surviving Elysian forces, their fleet diminished but unbroken, responded with a complex mix of gratitude and sorrow. The victory was bittersweet, marred by substantial losses, but also highlighting the indomitable spirit of their newfound alliance with humanity. This battle, fraught with sacrifice and strategic brilliance, underscored the vital lesson of unity's strength and the unforeseen power of human resilience and ingenuity. As the Human-Alysian fleet secured the outpost and assessed the damage, Captain Jack Steele couldn't shake a sense of bittersweet triumph. They had emerged victorious, yet the victory came at a steep price. He understood the path ahead would be rife with obstacles, but he remained confident that, united, humans and Elysians could overcome any challenge from the Zarns. In the aftermath of the fierce battle, there was a brief respite. Soldiers exchanged congratulatory gestures, medics attended to the injured, and engineers scavenged the wreckage for useful materials. Captain Steele and his crew delved into the analysis of the captured Zarn technology, hoping to uncover insights into their enemy's capabilities. The discovery made by Lieutenant Ava Patel was alarming. She revealed that the Zarns had been reverse engineering Elysian technology, which explained their effective counter-strategies. The deeper investigation led to an even more shocking find. Zarn operatives had infiltrated the Elysian High Council, leaking classified information and undermining military efforts from within. Steele, armed with this critical evidence, sought to convince the Elysian Council of the betrayal within their ranks. However, faced with suspicion and hostility, particularly from Primus, his warnings were dismissed as attempts to sow discord. Primus, exploiting the Council's fear and paranoia, succeeded in having the humans ordered out of Elysian space. Devastated by the Council's betrayal and feeling alienated, Steele prepared to withdraw his fleet, feeling the weight of abandoning the Elysians in their time of need. Just as departure seemed inevitable, Steele received an encrypted message from Elysian rebels. They acknowledged the Zarn infiltration and sought human assistance, believing in the cause that had initially united the two races. Steele, faced with a pivotal decision, chose to stay behind with a select team, sending the majority of his fleet back to Earth. This small but elite group, committed to aiding those Elysians still loyal to their shared cause, prepared to engage in a covert mission that could potentially turn the tide of the conflict. In the underbelly of a world rife with conspiracy, Captain Jack Steele and the Elysian rebels operated from the shadows, unraveling a sinister plot. They discovered that the Zarn infiltration extended deep into the Elysian government, manipulating the war to serve their dark agenda, pitting Elysians and humans against each other. With grim determination, Steele and the rebels pieced together evidence of the Zarn's manipulation. Their resolve hardened, facing an enemy far more devious than anticipated. They prepared for a covert war, a struggle not just of firepower, but of wits and will, upon which the galaxy's fate hung precariously. The Elysian capital teetered on the brink of chaos as alarms blared and people panicked. Leading the insurgent force, Steele burst into the High Council chambers, initiating a decisive confrontation. Amidst a maelstrom of energy fire and shattered decor, he urged his forces onward, capturing the council members who were the puppets of this orchestrated conflict. In the heat of battle, a tense moment unfolded as Steele subdued the fleeing counselors, only to be ambushed, but swiftly neutralizing the threat. His focus then shifted as he learned of Primus's attempted escape to the hangar bay. Confronting Primus amid the chaos, Steele heard the taunting words of the Elysian leader, revealing a deeper layer of deceit. The Zarns had not only manipulated the Elysian government, but had infiltrated human society as well. Doubts clouded Steele's mind, facing the unnerving possibility that Earth itself could be compromised. In a pivotal decision, Steele chose to remain on the Elysian planet, aiding in the reconstruction and preparation for the inevitable larger conflict. This decision marked him as a deserter to some, but for Steele, it was a stand for a united front against the insidious Zarn threat. As he commanded the capture of Primus and coordinated the Resistance's next moves, Steele stood resolute amidst the ruins, burdened yet defiant, leading a fledgling alliance between humans and Elysians. It was a glimmer of hope in a galaxy overshadowed by intrigue and impending war, a cause truly worth fighting for. This concludes our journey through the stars, where Captain Jack Steele and the Elysian rebels face the shadows of deception to uncover a truth that threatened their very existence. Their courage and unity against the looming Zarn threat have woven a tale of intrigue, sacrifice, and hope. If this story of interstellar alliance and covert battles captured your imagination and stirred your spirit, show your support. Please leave a like and subscribe to our channel to journey with us through more tales of courage and cunning. And remember, for each comment that says 88, know that it will receive our heartfelt appreciation. Your engagement fuels our passion to tell more stories like this. Thank you for your time and for sharing in this cosmic adventure.